Yes.
My advice to women, many times women think there are jobs that are meant for only men.
Yes.
But I've discovered that that's a wrong attitude. There are many things we can do as women that can help us live a good life, but also be able to help others. So things like having a farm, I started it alone and I was doing it myself. I reached a level when I can even sometimes help in the treating of my pigs. I don't fear and I feed them myself. So that attitude is what we should change. There is also an attitude where women think, because I'm a woman, then there should be a man to take care of me. But as a woman, you can take care of yourself and take care of other people as well. So I think we should change that attitude and be positive. And what men can do, even women can do.
This is one of the serious farms here in Soroti, and just watch and follow
make sure
the
that
video.
You've disinfected vividly. Ideally, even our hands are supposed to be disinfected and our clothing. So maybe the next time we shall be putting on gadgets like that.
I know there are people who might need to know why we are doing this, please.
So as I said, that in a farm, prevention is really the key thing. And prevention means that we are having behaviors that limit infection or bring diseases to the farm. Because most of the animal diseases, they are non-treatable, but they are preventable. So the more we prevent them, the more we avoid them. So one of the processes is putting on gadgets that prevent contact with the animal, or maybe if you come from afar outside the farm, you have to change. So gadgets like maybe aprons, you have to put on gloves, put on gum boots. Then also use some disinfection mechanisms. One of them is when you enter into the farm, one of the things you do, we will disinfect our food.
Like here, what is the disinfection?
So in this case, we're using here jig. Jig is among the affordable. Why we are using jig? Jig is affordable one of whatever substances which we can get in the villages. So here we're going to, in this case, we're going to wash our hands.
So guys, we were not allowed to enter there. We disinfected the gumboots, but we had to wash the hands as well.
So we're going to wash our hands.
Let's do it to your body.
So we can
Like this. Guys, welcome again.
So here we are going to so welcome to the next stage of our black soldier fly. So here in this stage, we now have black soldier fly larvae. I mean black soldier fly pupa stage. Okay. So pupa stage is always
when you see it from far, you assume it's
dead. It's actually docile. Why? Because the internal structures of the black soldier fly are getting developed. Okay. So you don't see the growth from the outside. Yes, and that's why you look docile, but they are living. So this stage takes about 18 days. Okay. Yes, before you can begin realizing the adult sprouting out. So you can see a number of containers here. They are dry. You don't see any feed here anymore. This is now the pupa stage. Sometimes you use this whatever for also staging it. Yeah, this is one of the containers, large containers. Can accommodate more of it. The beauty of this stage is that it's going to transit to adult. So this is what we take back to the stage, to the cage, and the cycle continues.
So after 18 years,
18
days,
yes.
We now take to the
around actually by this stage, this is about maybe say 20 now, maybe 20
days.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe from that week when they began getting docile, you can now take their side. You complete their cycle from their side. So this has to continue so that you continue maintaining the cycle of the fly. The other thing that we need to know that we don't use pupa in preferably as a feeding as a feed, because when the fly when the maggot is transforming, it is using the nutrients to generate or to build up, develop the fly components, the wings, the what. So the same nutrients that we are looking at in feeding are going to be transformed to parts of the fly. So here with black soldier fly, you're sure to maintain feeding, because feeds is the backbone of animal rearing. Wow. Feeding has the secret of your profit. Show me a good feed and I show you a good profit. So that is how it is. So after this, we're going to see some of the components in the farms, like in this farm, in this case, Godswell farm, like piggery, how we've been able to use the maggots for piggery, for fish farming.
Wow,
and the rest.
wow, thank you so much guys for watching. Please consider to subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so that you not miss any upload that we are going to put on your care services, and you'll be able to follow this and you will be that great farmer outside there. Now we are going outside there to other departments now to know the use, the importance of these maggots that we have talked about.
So in this case, we are going to see how we feed our animals. In this case, we can see our maggots and also the maize bran. Yes. Now, when we feed our maggots, we have the residues. Okay. Those residues, if it is from maize bran, they work with just little maggots, and we have our complete what? Concentrates. Yes. Because there are three things that we say that are very key in that a good feed formula. One, a nutrient, basic nutrients. Now this larvae gives us all the nutrients we need, the basic nutrients we need for animal growth. Then the second thing is roughage. And now this maize bran, the residues of maize bran, gives us the roughage component. Now we said roughage helps for bulking, for the animal to feel satisfied. 2, it enhances water intake. 3, it helps in the process of digestion. Roughage is very important. So the second component is the roughage. It's a component. Then 3, water. So in this farm, as you can see here, we have this is our concentrate now, and we have the nipples. In this farm, we're using nipples. Nipples are the ones that are connected with the taps, and they already have the water there.
So that's where
they take water from. Yes. Wow. And they are very informed that that's why they take water. So in feeding, water must be in your farm. In feeding, most of us don't give animals water. Water contains more than 75 of the what? It does a lot. So this is how we feed our animals. Here, guys can see that one, that size. This is how we feed them here. You can have. It has been just it was given food. Now, as this one is about to here. You can see how it is.
There is a open scene.
You can see. So, from here, I want to introduce us to Mama, who's going to take us through how has she been managing this farm. She's among the serious women in Uganda that we have, who has benefited from many things. She has benefited in government programs, in parish model, and she's among our role model here this afternoon. So, allow me welcome Mama.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Today we are here. People have always talked about the PDM, people have talked about projects, but you'll find people even get money, but they don't know how to use money. And today we are here with Mama, who is going to take us through this farm. It is my first time to see a pig like this, by the way. So, Mommy, tell us your name and the name of this farm.
My name is Jane Frances Achalwe, and this farm is called God's Well Farm. In this farm we have birds. We normally take care of chicken, broiler. We keep them for 1 month, and then we sell to farmers who cannot brood.
Okay.
We also keep broilers, and we also keep fish.
Okay.
And we don't only keep animals. We do what we call organic farming, where the animals feed the farm, and the farm also feeds the animal. So the waste from this farm we take to our garden, and in the garden we have been able to produce the best tomatoes and the best cabbages, the best onions here in Soweto. So this farm has at the moment 6 sows and 2 boas. And the reason we have 6 sows and 2 boas is we want those that want pure line, get pure line, and those that want cross also get cross. So we play around with the pigs so we can cross them, and we can also give people pure line.
Wow. Maybe to start with this piggery section here, like this one has reached how many years now?
This pig is 1 year and 4 months. It has only produced once. One producing, it produced 16 piglets, one first birth. And this is the second pregnancy. I'm not expecting less than 17 piglets.
And one you sell at how much?
I sell 1 piglet at 200,000, and my piglets are booked
Already?
Yes.
Like this one?
This one, they are already booked because I have quality.
Wow. Guys, I think if you want, if you also want piglets, you need to book for the third pregnancy. Wow,
Yeah.
that is so good. How are you managing this piggery farm? How are they, why are they healthy like that? What makes them like that?
You know what is important in a piggery farm is, one, when you are starting a piggery farm, you start with the gene. Get the right gene. When you get the right gene, you get it correct. 2, get the formula for feeding. Feed them well, and then house them and manage well. Make sure there is hygiene and there is well-balanced food for the pigs. Sometimes we think pigs are dirty and should be eating dirty things, but pigs are very clean, and they should also eat clean maize bran, they should eat clean maggot, they should eat clean things. So that's why you see they are healthy and nice like this. And when if you take care of the pig well, it will also take care of you well.
I hope guys you've taken this advice seriously. If you take care of a pig very well, the pig will take care of you well. That's why some farmers have pigs that are sold at 60,000.
Yes.
And here you're selling at 200.
Piglet.
So
I sell at 1 month and 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
6 weeks actually. Yeah.
If we can go and see the other ones also. So, Mommy, what is your advice to the women outside the industry? Because women say it is only men who do this. Yes.
My advice to women, many times women think there are jobs that are meant for only men.
Yes.
But I've discovered that that's a wrong attitude. There are many things we can do as women that can help us live a good life, but also be able to help others. So things like having a farm. I started it alone, and I was doing it myself. I reached a level when I can even sometimes help in the treating of my pigs. I don't fear, and I feed them myself. So that attitude is what we should change. There is also an attitude where women think, because I'm a woman, then there should be a man to take care of me. But as a woman, you can take care of yourself and take care of other people as well. So I think we should change that attitude and be positive. And what men can do, women
can do. What man can do, women can do the same thing. Mommy, maybe before, I don't want people to start asking me questions. They're going to ask me, hey, Julius, you didn't ask her how she started. Because people think you start with millions.
No, I started this farm when I was still working. And I started with 4 females and 1 male. And the reason I started is I know that there is no salary that is enough. And you can never get rich from salary. So I started saying, okay, I want to be putting aside something. And in the event that now I don't have a paying job, I'll pay myself. And actually it became true that when my job ended, I didn't have...
What was that job?
I was working as a social worker. Oh. So I was always in the field with the communities.
Wow.
So when my job stopped, my colleagues were dying where to start from. And for me, I was happy because now I had time to really establish my farm.
Wow.
So it's important that doing business is one of the good things. And don't do piggery as just as people do it. Do it as a business. Understand how do you do it as a business.
Many people blame our continent that Africa is poor. Do you have that in mind?
No. Africa is the richest, and especially Uganda is the richest. Our poverty is in our mind. It is the way we think. And the way you think is what you become. If you think I am poor and I come from a poor country, you will always be poor. Until you begin to think that, no, I don't want to be poor, that's when you work towards coming out of that poverty.
Wow. Thank you so much for that advice. Maybe for people who are watching, please, if you are uninterested, always when you hear that song, Ojala Nao Kidikacha, remove it and switch it to another song. Let's go inside there and we see some of the breeds here, because I'm seeing now the piglets here. Wow.
Don't come out. Wait, I bring food so that you can come out.
Can have even just
And this one now is about 8 months.
4, 5, 6.
Coming to 1
Those
year.
are 12.
Yes.
Now 12.
It got pregnant.
It's already 2 million. Those pigs.
Now this one is pregnant. The other one is pregnant. That actually this one has already delivered. Now this one has 9. This one has 12. The other one is 17.
This is how they feed. Okay.
So this is 1 kilo. So I know how much I should be giving her every day.
So like every day, this one eats how many times?
It's thrice.
Okay.
At 10 in the morning, at 9 in the morning, and at 4 in the evening.
Then how
Now,
many times?
this one eats, depends on the size.
Yeah.
For this one is a little smaller, it will eat 3 kilos. The bigger ones eat 4 kilos. Yes. When it furrows, you add a 1/4 kilo for each piglet.
So this is, guys, what you can use to be a king in the village.
Yes.
It is measured by
Yeah.
Wow, this is so good. Then the other thing that I may need to ask, and other people have maybe the same question. When you go to villages down there, many farmers pour water in these maize bran. Why is it good to for it to eat when it's dry like that?
What is important in the pig is water.
Okay.
So if you pour water in the food, it will not drink much water. So you give it dry ratio,
Yes.
so that after it eats a little, it goes to drink the water.
A lot of water.
A lot of water. At the end, you see that it has eaten the food, but it has also drunk a lot of water.
Okay.
Yeah. And water should be constant. There should be water throughout. It is very unfair for you to be pouring water in a container and you want it to drink from the container. Because when it's thirsty, for you are not there.
Yes.
So there should be water when it gets thirsty, it just goes and drinks it.
Okay. So this one has taken how many? Is it also here like the other one?
This one got pregnant earlier, so that's why it is not big. Normally, at 6 months, a pig can get pregnant, but you don't give it a male.
Okay.
You leave it until 8 months.
Okay.
That's when it has built itself properly, and then it is also able to accommodate many piglets.
Wow.
But this one actually produced 13.
Okay.
This was
First
the
time.
first time.
Wow.
Yeah. And you look at the piglets, they look nice.
So like if someone comes here and buys one piglet like this one, 8 months, you'll now give
The male, yeah.
Okay.
Audio artificial insemination.
Then it takes
So
how
the
many months,
reason
how many months to deliver?
It takes 3 months,
3 months.
3 weeks, and 3 days.
Hey.
So you have to time it. If you give it a male, you record the date.
Okay.
So that when it finishes 3 months, 3 weeks, you begin to monitor.
Okay.
You want it to give birth when you are around.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you help, just like a person.
Yes.
When it is giving birth, you make sure it's giving birth properly, others are not dead. So if you have not timed her, it can give birth at night and you don't know.
Wow.
So we also have 2 boas for a reason. Because we breed, we want people to take.
Okay.
So we can't give you from the same boa. We give you from a different boa, so you're not taking brothers and sisters.
What is the danger of having brothers and sisters?
The children will be weak. Yeah.
This is what I didn't know. I don't know whether I also knew that. Because when you go to other farms, someone will tell you, that is my good boa, and it will be there for years.
Yes.
So that one is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Wow.
As you continue in breeding, you'll begin getting disabled piglets, you begin getting fewer piglets, you begin getting weaker piglets. Yeah.
Just like human beings.
Just like human beings.
Wow, thank you so much. I think we need to show them now the other breeds. So even this one is delivered.
Yes,
Like this piglet was taken how long?
That's 1 week.
Hey.
Yeah,
So guys, come and see 1 week.
1 week.
Wow. So all these ones are already booked.
Yes.
Oh my God. So members outside there, if you also want, I think you need to book right now. And we are going to leave the number of Mama on the screen, and you'll be able to always interact with her. Let's come and see the male ones.
So we have a boa here. This one is Andres. I want you to see the difference.
Yes.
The land race is always long.
Hey.
I think this one and this one.
And I want you to see the balls. They have different size of balls.
So guys, we need to see the balls the other side. This one is a land race. Okay.
But it is also
How
a
can
very
you
good
differentiate?
mother. A land race has floppy ears
Okay.
and it is long, but it also grows big. A large white is really large.
Large.
But this one does not have too much fat.
Okay.
And then the large white has more fat. But if you crossed a land race and a large white, you get a very good mother. Because you are getting the traits from the land race and the traits from the large white.
So like this one now has taken how long?
Also 1 year
Hey.
and 3 months. Yeah.
If we are to sell this one now, this one is how much?
If you don't give me 2 million, I don't give you.
Actually, it's 2
And people always ask me, I have ever sold 3 pigs like this, each at 1 million, 1.5. There are mothers who had produced and it was now time to sell them off. And after I sold them, they asked me, do you have more?
So guys, I think this is where I have to ask the usual question that why are Africans poor? But why do you think, why are people poor?
mindset.
I've told you again and again, our big problem is mindset. Even to start a project like this, you will keep saying, I don't have capital. And somebody has to give me capital to start. You can start with 1 pig. It will produce 10 and you have 10 pigs.
Yes.
Yeah. So our big problem is mindset.
Please guys, thank you so much for watching. I think if this is your first time to see this and you want to rear the same,
And you can sound how friendly it is.
very friendly.
So when you don't feed it well, the viruses come.
Hey.
It can eat when you have heard that it has eaten a child, it has eaten one, and it can be hostile to a person who is taking care of it. When you feed it well, it is just as friendly as a human being, no matter the big size it can have.
This is so great. So let's take you to see the other one is a large white. Guys, come with us. We see the large white.
You can see the balls.
Guys, let's start with this. I think we have seen the difference there. Hey.
That's the difference. This one has got bigger balls.
Yeah.
Large white ball has got bigger balls, as you can see. Unlike the other one,
Yes.
has got a bit.
Medium size. That is how
This is smaller than the other one. This is 1 year and 1 month.
The other one is 1 year and 3 months.
So guys, I think this is so interesting. Now, Mami, what is your last advice to people outside there who also want to start the same thing like the bigger business?
My advice to people out there is you can do these things. What you need is start small and start with what you have. But it's also good for you to visit other farmers and learn from them. Don't always isolate yourself. There is a wealth of knowledge from people. A farmer teaches another farmer better. So if you want to start, please come. I always give people knowledge.
Please give those people your contact. I know they want it.
So my number is 0772 48 31 31. I repeat again, 0772 48 31 31. You are always welcome. I have a lot to train you, more than what I've just spoken from here.
Maybe before we come, maybe Mama can tell us about how does she manage. What is, if somebody wants to start with, they start from outside there. The kind of the house, what can she say, and how do you manage the house? Because I think different things
Mostly
here.
the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, start with what you have. You may not have bricks like this, but you can put pieces of wood. What is important is make a shelter, and there are also different kinds of floors. Me, I find it easy to put sawdust, because I want the sawdust to take to my garden. So I put sawdust so that I don't have to clean every day. So when I take 2-3 months, I remove this and put it in my garden. If you are not able to do sawdust, some people put cement and just wash, but that takes a lot of water. So you also have to be conscious with the environment. Don't do too many things in the name of doing business, doing your pigs as a business, and you are destroying the environment. How do you do this as you are also improving on your environment?
So guys, thank you so much for listening.